Hallo allerseits und willkommen zurück zu Fallout 2 mit mir Nico und diesmal sogar schon Part 19. Jaha, schon fast 20 geschafft. Yeah! Und wir waren gerade im nördlichen Teil von Gecko angekommen, hatten uns gerade schon ein bisschen mit Ausrüstung eingedeckt und wollten uns jetzt hier erstmal noch weiter umsehen, bevor wir zurück nach Vault City ziehen, um unsere Findings zu überbringen. Also schauen wir mal. Ja, haben sie doch eine ganz gute Siedlung aufgebaut hier. Die Brahmin und das Essen, wenn die verstrahlt werden, das macht den Ghoul nichts. Die interessiert es überhaupt gar nicht. Ah, hier sind schon... Das war bestimmt mal eine Werkstatt oder so. Das sieht man doch direkt. Oh, da ist eine Tür. Yeah. Und... Wen haben wir da? Einen Hund. Hallo. Der hat nichts zu sagen, der ist stumm. Das ist Rascally, der stumme Hund. Das ist sein Bruder. Rascallo. Also, Tür auf. Wir suchen, wie immer, Standard inzwischen, schön alles ab. Man weiß ja nie. Ah, hier. Das sieht auf jeden Fall auch gut aus. Nicht gerade sehr vertrauenserweckend, aber gut. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob man hier verstrahlt wird. Ich habe leider auch keinen Geigerzähler, kann man als Item finden und an seinen Pip-Boy dranhängen. Wie das genau funktioniert, weiß ich gar nicht mehr. So, wenn das nicht nach einer Werkstatt aussieht, dann weiß ich auch nicht was. Hello there, I'm Skeeter. I sort of put things together here. Have you heard of something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit? You're looking for a gag, huh? Well, I don't rightly know where I might find one from one of them tar things. Ah, die immer mit ihrem verrückten Slang. I know that Vault City probably used to have themselves one. Vault City had one? They sure did, that's how come they're so darn well off. It sure ain't cause they know what to do. It's cause the gag done started up their crops and got their town running when they came out of the vault. Who would have an unused gag? Well, let me see here now. As I recollect, most vaults were supposed to have themselves a gag. You might try looking for another vault somewheres. Thanks for the advice. Let me ask you something else. Do you have a battery that I could use to fix a car? Funny you should ask that. You see, cars use replaceable fuel cells or batteries for fuel. What usually broke down was the fuel cell controller. Most amateur mechanics just assume that it's the battery itself, but you know what assuming things does, don't ya? No, I don't. What do you mean? Well, assuming something makes an ass out of you and me. Get it? That's still a good one, ain't it? I haven't used that for years. Thanks for the lesson. Now, do you have fuel cell controller? Yep, sure do. Got it right here. Just waiting for a car to be put into. You got a car? I might have one. Maybe I just like old chipsets. How much for the fuel cell controller? I wish I did. If I found one, I know where to come for a new fuel cell controller. Goodbye. Was sage ich denn jetzt? Soll ich ihm eher sagen, naja, ich könnte vielleicht einen haben, also skeptisch, ob er dann nicht den Preis hochschraubt? Nee, ich bin da total offen und ehrlich, wie Sunny halt so ist. Gemäß ihrem Namen auch schon. I know where one is. What's it going to cost me to get that fuel cell controller? Well, money's nice, but I need something else right now. Something I can't get for myself. What do you need? These days, good tools is harder to get than parts is. I need myself a brand new super toolkit. Snap something brand's best. A new toolkit? Where can I get that? I reckon that the best place to go and get that would be down in Vault City somewheres. They've got all kinds of tools, but they sure as heck wouldn't give them to a ghoul no how. So you want me to bring a super toolkit and then you'll give me the car part? Exactly. That's the deal. One super toolkit for one fuel cell controller. Sounds like a fair deal, I guess. Let me ask you something else. I have some things I want you to take a look at. What do you want me to look at? Sure looks as though you could bolt an accessory to this long arm here. What? Skeeter studies your long arm and nods slowly. Can put a nice all-weather scope on that hunting rifle for... Okay, was? Too rich for my blood. I'll be back when I have more cash. Okay, Skeeter. Ich mach ein Quick Save. Squiggity Squiggly. Und dann gucke ich doch mal, ob ich ihn abreppen kann. Hoho. Ja, tatsächlich, aber er hat natürlich nichts. Das wäre auch zu einfach. Aber wir gehen trotzdem gucken. Ich kann einfach nicht widerstehen. Ja. Werkzeug, ja? Naja. So asozial bin ich gerade mal nicht. So ein bisschen was haben wir ja auch schon in Ausrüstung. Ein Hammer. Eigentlich hätte ich das alles mitnehmen müssen. Das auch. Aber es ist alles so schweres Zeug, was nicht wirklich viel wert ist. Wir fangen langsam an zu selektieren. Vielleicht hat er ja hier noch irgendwas Brauchbares. Dean's Electronics. Das ist natürlich pervers. You cannot pick up that item? What item? Huh? Das ist kein Item. Verstehe. Strange. Locker. Dietriche. Sehr schön. Okay, also Dean's Electronics ist schon mal sehr gut. Das müsste uns Repair Skill geben. Oder war es Science? Ne, dafür gibt es ja die Big Books of Science. Ne, das müsste Repair sein. Das können wir sofort ausprobieren. So, kurz gesaved. Wir haben Repair 25. A study book on the field of electronics. A note on the cover says that it is for the budding young electrician in everyone. Verstehe. You learn a lot about repairing broken electronics. Und wir sind jetzt bei 32 schon, jawohl, immerhin. Ich will mehr von den Büchern. Das ist ja ein normaler Mensch. Was machst denn du hier? Hello there, you're probably here to see Skeeter. I don't really take care of technical stuff. I'm just here to help out. Who are you? Well, my real name's John, but everyone here just calls me Lumpy. Why Lumpy? Well, it's sort of a joke, you see. They usually call people like you and me smooth skins, but I was treated so poorly by the other smooth skins down in Vault City that everyone here figured that I must be more lumpy than they are. Why were you treated poorly in Vault City? Well, they said I wasn't human enough for them. I saw the radiation resistant. Perfect for here. But they didn't like it, treated me like dirt. Really? One day I just couldn't take it anymore. I figured that dying out in the waste was better than living with those assholes in Vault City. How'd you end up here then? Well, a caravan from Broken Hills found me and brought me here. I've been here ever since. One thing about the ghouls here is that they care more about what kind of person you are inside. It's like a big family. A family of freaks! I don't think I want to hear anything else from you! It's great that you are happy here. Goodbye. Interesting. Let me ask you something else though. What's all that junk in the yard? Well, some of this junk is left over from when they were building the reactor before the war. The rest of the stuff, I just don't know. Skeeter collects all kinds of stuff. Who's Skeeter? Well, Skeeter's sort of a mechanic. He'll take apart almost anything that you bring him, gets most of them back together too, sooner or later. Sometimes things end up working better than they did before. Wer kennt der fein Skeeter? Tja, das weiß ich doch schon, okay, alles klar. Ja, kleinen Plausch mit dem gehalten. Nichts Neues. Erfahren. Oder was? Gamma Gulp Beer. Jawohl, hier ist es. Mit einem wundervollen Bild drauf. Ich lasse es ihm. Man kann ja den Mann nicht sein Bier wegnehmen irgendwie. Das ist zu hart. So. Hi. Na, wer sind Sie? You see another ghoul. He appears to be preoccupied. Hello there, my name's Gordon. Gordon of Gecko. Hello Gordon, I'm Sunny. What do you do here? I look for opportunities. Opportunities like what? I look for ways of maximizing my potential worth. Sounds like greed to me. I am greedy. But most people misunderstand greed. Greed is a powerful driving force. Throughout history, mankind's greatest achievements were driven by men that wanted to better their positions. Driven by greed. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. I take your word for that, Gordon, but what does greed have to do with Gecko? So far not much. But in greed lies Gecko's salvation. I have important information about the survival of Gecko, but I can't get anyone to listen to me. What kind of information? Well, I've calculated that if our reactor was running properly, we could generate an enormous amount of excess power, far more than Gecko needs. Yeah, so I've also found out from a very reliable source that Vault City cannot expand without additional power. Vault City can't expand? A very reliable source? Who? One night I heard a voice calling to me from the reactor pit over there. A voice out of the shadows. I didn't know what to think at first, but what the voice said sure made a lot of sense. Its figures all check out too. Don't know who or what the voice is, but the facts all tally up just like it said. What did the voice say? Vault City, you see, has enough power for their current needs, as long as they're careful. But the vault power plant that they use was never designed for the increased load their city is putting on it. It's at peak capacity right now. Without more power they can't expand. I don't see how that helps you. Well, if our power plant's working better, we could trade our excess power and technical expertise to Vault City in exchange for medical technology. And without more power, Vault City will burn out their reactor within 15 years. If Gecko's reactor isn't repaired, we won't last half that time. Without medical technology, all of our schools are going to die off in the next 20 years anyway. Everyone loses if Vault City and Gecko don't cooperate. So you're just a good Samaritan. Ein guter Samariter, huh? Somehow I don't buy that. Not at all, I've got my end covered. I'd be the natural choice to administer this project. Greed is my driving force, but thousands of lives are saved by it. Greed is good, at least it would be, if I could get anyone in Vault City to read my economic data. But I bet Councilman McClure in Vault City would love to get his hands on that data. He seems like someone who's ruled by reason more than prejudice. Well, I have all the relevant economic data on a disk. You may have it if you promise to show the data to someone in Vault City that can understand and make use of the data it contains. But be discreet with it. Not everyone there will be happy you talk to us ghouls. Okay, I'll take the disk. I'm sure that I can put it into the right hands. Goodbye. Okay, mach ich. Ja, wir quetschen da alles raus, was geht. Die werden uns lieben. Oh, Jack the Garden Ring. Da fange ich gar nicht erst wieder mit an. Tragic. Ist mir viel zu traurig. Brauch ich auch nicht. So. Gucken wir mal, was hier so gibt. Gibt's hier irgendwas? Ich glaube nicht. Construction Zone sein. Ja, da waren sie wohl gerade dabei, noch einen neuen Reaktor aufzusetzen, aber das hat wohl nicht mehr gelangt. Oh, so leck hast du ja wieder gut hinbekommen. Geh da weg. Don't worry, we and I be moving. Ja, we and I. Oder?
What you be needin'?
What you be needin'? Gar nichts. Ich will, dass du aus dem Weg gehst. Option. Bitte steh mir nie wieder im Weg rum. Abgelehnt. Zu praktisch. So. Also jetzt können wir eigentlich direkt schon wieder zurück nach Vault Shitty. My shitty walk. My Vault Shitty. Vault Shitty. Shitty Vault. Inner City oder Courtyard? Inner City oder Courtyard? Inner City. Yo. Mach mal die der auf. Oh, der Lenny darf nicht mit rein. I need you to wait here until I come back. Wall City prevails. Total. Also als erstes mal labern wir mal mit ihr. Ich glaube, da kann ich das gute Werkzeug abgeiern. You won't believe this. Not less than a day after you gave me those tools, that super toolkit I ordered arrives. But not just one, they sent me 5. What the hell is wrong with the ordering office? Could you part with one of those toolkits? Why not? What am I going to do with 5? Take it, I swear that I'm going to beat the living tar out of the list office for this. Appreciate it, I'll put this kit to good use. So, das haben wir schon mal. Weiter geht's. Wir haben leider noch nicht genug Schnaps dabei. Bier habe ich ja schon genug. Aber ich glaube, ich habe nur eine Flasche Booze. Ja, ich brauche noch 9 Stück davon. Rennen! Ey, rennen habe ich gesagt. So. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, aber ich glaube als erstes rede ich direkt mit dem Councilman McClure, weil der weiß, wo es lang geht. Yes? Was there something else you wanted? Can I ask you some questions? What is it you would like to know? I think you might have a part that could fix Gecko's power plant. What do you mean? If I had a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, I could make their plant run clean. That's an acceptable solution. Stopping the radiation poisoning is all I care about. I'm worried that Lynette will withhold my citizenship if I fix the plant. If you fix their plant, I give you citizenship and there's not a damn thing she can do about it. Excellent! Where can I get a part? Go see Randall, the chief amenities officer. He should have the part in stock. There's one other thing, you might find the economic data disk interesting. I'm sorry, an economic data disk? What do you mean? It's an economic data disk that shows the amount of energy that Gecko's atomic power plant produced before the war and could produce again. I see. So, what does this have to do with me? Well, as I understand it, Wall City's power generator can only support so many people. In fact, it's already nearing its limit. I'm not going to ask you how you came by that information, but if it were true, what are you proposing? Once the Gecko power plant is fixed, the disk indicates it's possible it could produce enough energy for Vault City 2. It looked like the reactor would need to be optimized first though. Are you suggesting we seize Gecko and take their power plant? I will not listen. No. If Gecko could receive the optimization data for their plant, I'm betting they would be willing to trade their excess power for medical assistance. As far as medical assistance goes, I'm not unsympathetic to the plight of the ghouls. They have certainly suffered enough, but how could we optimize their plant? I don't know, maybe there's someone I can talk to once the plant is repaired. I have no objections to your proposal. If you can find some means of optimizing the plant, let me know. Alright, I'll go get that part from rental and see about repairing the reactor first. I'll keep the economic disk and study some more. Perhaps I can persuade the council to enter negotiations with Gecko to trade for their power. Data disk would be a strong argument in and of itself. I appreciate it. Thanks. Ja, das ist halt einfach ein Mensch, der weiß, wie man es macht. Der hat da keine Vorurteile oder sowas. Nicht so wie gewisse andere Leute. Lynette, schau in deine Richtung. 750 XP. Ah, gutes XP. Das esse ich aber gerne. Njam, njam, njam. So, jetzt kann ich zum Typen. Jetzt hole ich mir mein geiles Teil und dann geht's schon wieder zurück nach Gecko. Gecko, ich frage mich, ob die Stadt auch eine Wand hochlaufen kann. Hey there, welcome back. Anything I can do for you? Councillor McClure said you'd have a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator in stock that I could have. Yeah, he said you'd be stopping by. Sunny, right? Wait 1 minute and I go get the hydroelectric the HiMac. Alright, HiMac. Okay, here you go, one HiMac. Kinda looks like a lava lamp, doesn't it? Oh, don't drop it, it's pretty fragile. Say, what else do you have in stock? Well, sorry to break it to you. Ja, okay. Erst musste Citizen werden, ich weiß. Bin ja schon dabei. Ach, warum funktioniert das nicht? Jetzt nehmen wir einen Lenny direkt wieder mit. That's it for now. Weiter geht's. Laden. Ich könnte ja mal probieren. This man looks terribly sick, you're not sure what's wrong. Hier Lenny, du kannst doch sowas. This man has radiation poisoning. Your skills can't help him. He needs medication. Ah, okay. Durch den Skill vom Lenny haben wir jetzt hier... der hat uns jetzt praktisch assisted mit seinem Skill. Oh, ist der nicht hübsch. Der Hydroelectric Part, der HiMac. Cooles Ding. Aber... hier. Use on Charlie. You use the right away on puking Charlie. Er hustet. Auf jeden Fall. What happened? I feel tons of better. Tons of better. Thanks, stranger. I appreciate your help. I couldn't afford the auto dog. Wish I could reward you, but I ain't even got 2 caps to rub together. Last time I drink the damn water in this town, that's for sure. Also mal schnell 200 Erfahrungspunkte mitgenommen und dem Typen geholfen, immer gut. Ah, wie praktisch, einen Doktor dabei zu haben. Lenny sollte ich echt am Leben erhalten. So, Gecko. Ah, jetzt hätte ich noch beim Stark vorbeigehen können. Mist. Dem habe ich ja extra noch Gecko ausgekundschaftet. Ach, wieder eine ganze Tagesreise verschwendet. Ja. Ich glaube, hier war das. Nee, hier. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Da, du bist Harold.
What you need, youngster?
Hey Harold, I got that part you need to fix your reactor. I'm going to go and try to get it installed in the reactor. I'll report back when I'm done. Bye. Okay. Gerade mal nur kurz einen Bericht abgesetzt. Und wir machen uns am besten direkt auf. In den Reaktor. Reaktor 5. Poseidon Oil. Okay. Hello friend, I have to let you know that if anything goes wrong, any non-ghoul like you are going to be blamed. I'll be careful, I'm going for something and I wonder if you could direct me. Reactor Control Room, Supply Room, Reactor Pit. Ah, wir werden es schon finden. So. Okay, das ist auch nochmal voll das Ding hier. Was hier so alles gibt. Mal gucken. Nothing warms the old bones better than a hefty dose of Röntgens. Ah, die guten alten Röntgens. It's so warm and toasty in here all the time. I love it. Das ist aber schön für euch. Oh, jetzt habe ich sogar schon 2 von den gelben Karten. Okay, Lina. Da ist auch noch ein Sprint. Oh, nix. Was haben wir da noch? Ist da irgendwas? Ich glaube nicht. Ich check erstmal da hinten aus, dann haben wir das einmal abgegrast. Was bist denn du für eine? Ist was zu sagen? Nee, ist natürlich nicht. Drain, Sand of Tables, Clogged. Ah nee, hier scheint nichts mehr zu sein. Wir rennen hier rüber. Wehe, Cassidy. Oh, wenigstens bleibt er nicht in der Tür stehen. Lenny macht seine Ghost Moonwalker Skills. Ist auch imbar. Oh, ein Ghoul mit einem rasierten Kopf. Gucken, ob den das stört, wenn ich seine Sachen hier hinten durchwühle. Ein bisschen. So lobe ich mir das. was sie für einen Haufen Fertignudeln da rumfliegen haben. Ach, ich sehe es schon kommen. Ich mache jeden Scheiß Spin. Der spinnt. Auf und durchsuche jede Scheiß Truhe und jeden Schreibtisch. Und nirgends ist was drin. Außer die Karte, die ich sowieso brauche. Map. Das alte, oh, da ist ja gar kein Loot-Spiel. Die Hölle auf Erden. Wie im Supermarkt stehen und da ist da irgend so ein Arsch vor einem, die ganze Zeit Musik. Und dann stehst du da bestimmt eine Minute oder 2 sogar und dann musst du das die ganze Zeit mithören, so total leise und kriegst das immer so mit und du wärst total bekloppt. Da könnte ich gerade umdrehen und dem Typen mal sagen, hier, da hatte ich gar nichts von, das macht mich total kirre, wenn ich das höre. Verrückt. Ja, ich brauch Supplies. Jeremy, be it ever so humble. Stuff. Ich durchsuche Stuff, nix. Nee, da war auch nix. Also geht's weiter nach da unten in den sichereren Bereich. Ist das jetzt benutzt? Locked. Unlocked. Ah, die gute Karte. Ah, rote Karte. Jetzt frage ich mich, für was ist die Linie, ne? We are starting to run on uranium. Irgendwo muss doch hier noch einer sein, mit dem ich labern kann. What brings you to this part of my atomic reactor? Well, I have a part that you can use to fix the reactor. You have a spare hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator on you? You actually know what that is? Surprised? I told you that I know all about atomic power plants. You should listen to me. Well, since you know what it is, you must know how to install it. Of course I do. Why, that's just plain simple for someone of my experience and talent. I was weaned on magnetosphere regulators as a pup, you know. That's great. Could you install it for me? Well, I guess I could install it. I'm certainly the only one that could install it right. Installing a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator is pretty tricky. Here's the regulator. I knew I could count on you. Cool. Danke. Okay, I'm here. But I'm still not sure that this isn't the right part, or that it's not a trap somehow. You know, I'm much too valuable to waste. Maybe I should just let someone else do this. Later, much later. I guess you're right. I better find another way to install the part. Okay, man könnte ihn jetzt benutzen, um das Ding zu installieren, aber es gibt noch andere Wege. Vielleicht hat er ja wenigstens was. Röntgenrum. Rum. Rum your boat. Gently down the stream. Ja, Tür aufmachen. Und gelb. That does nothing. So, wen haben wir hier? Control Area. The Area of Control. Da ist nix. Wer ist das da drüben? Wer bist denn du? Kenn ich dich? Oder bist du auch nur ein ganz normaler Ghoul? Ghoul? Okay. Rot. Nochmal rot. And we're in. Nice part you got there, just what we need. Glad you like it. Want to install it? I'd like to help you out, but I wouldn't know how to install something like that. I mostly just watch the gorgeous here. Try Festus, he's the resident parts genius. Just ask him. Is there any other way? Well, if you could control the maintenance robot, it might be able to install it. Or you could just walk in there and install it yourself. Maintenance robot? Yeah, the smoothies that built this place didn't want to fry either, so they included a robot. It was designed to perform maintenance tasks by remote control from the terminal over there. That's perfect, I can use that. Well, it hasn't worked too well lately, it kept overheating. We don't need to use it anyway, so we didn't bother to fix the heat shielding on it. If you can figure out the control codes and don't run it for too long, you may be able to get it to do what you want. Thanks, goodbye. Okay. Aber ich würde sagen, das ist dann direkt die Einstiegsaufgabe für das nächste Mal. Dann wird der Geckosche Reaktor reaktiviert und getuned und vollgepimpt. Der wird dann überall golden so. Bis dahin allerdings alles Gute und bye bye.